My bad. My bad. I'm always a little bit late, but I'm sure that you all are aware of it. I got lost in the sauce, okay? Look, there was a very good question in the tech channel on the Discord, and I was like, this is a great question to ask because I also hate this question too because every time I make an application in on the web, I'm always so surprised at how complex this stuff is. But it's as complex as it is off the web. So sorry, just let me show this really quickly. This always happens. It's always the hardest question to answer is how, like, what do you do for state management? What do you do for state management? And it's a very innocuous question, right? But the complexities are not because of the question. The complexities are because the React ecosystem is like it's actually pure chaos. I actually don't understand why the React ecosystem is the way that it is. Sorry, my headphones randomly told me how fully charged they are. My headphones are dying. I need to fix my headphones. Welcome to today's stream. So the reason why I was late is because of this. The more work in the car gets a game, state SMH, the more bring down the state as like the FBI breaks down your door. It's like, no, not that kind of state. Sorry, not that kind of state. The more they realize that it's all about state machine and they don't know how to make or manage one that would be expendable since there's multiple game modes, especially with React.js functional programming. Right now they're using Zstan, but for some reason it feels like it's not made for managing game logic. You probably finish the game with Zstan, but you wonder if you have experience with state libraries or, for example, MobX or StateX. And then I had to let them know that like none of them are the state machine that they're hoping for. Not a single one. Because every single one calls itself a state library, but a state machine is like a very specific thing that deals with like the transitions between states and like the ways that states can like interact with each other. And so it was a very long thing, all to say that the state management in React sucks. But doing this like reminded me of how painful the process is still. But actually, in doing this too, and it's funny that like, and I've always said this too, where like React does a lot of things that are painful, but it's not any less painful anywhere else. Where it's like, sorry, just as a side tangent, like say you make a world in VR chat. That's probably the thing that's being on my head at the moment. Or say you do like a cool little custom scene within a thing called like in Unity or something, right? You still have to think about all this stuff. It's just the React side of things makes it much more clear that you're dealing with this. Whereas like everything else is like, oh, you might have to deal with this at some point, and then good luck, it's all on you. You know what I mean? So anyways, I got lost into this. That's why we're late today. And then I was also gone yesterday because chestnuts almost killed me. I didn't know the chestnuts could give you that much stomach pain. It was actually very painful. I couldn't sleep the entire night. My stomach was just dying. Something is going on with the stream. I think my bitrate is dying because I think something is downloading. My computer has been in a state of disarray because I didn't think about this. I was trying out a bunch of things. I've been very busy despite the fact that I barely like slept. Okay, because even though I barely slept, I can still do some things. It's very poor programming, but I can still do it. And something that I've been doing is I've been moving around. What's that emote? What's that? Chestnut. Why is there chestnut emotes? You know what's crazy? They have emotes like chestnut and stuff, right? But they don't have emotes like this one, like you can't do emotes like this, but you'll have an emote for a chestnut. It's like how often, like that might be the first time you've ever used that chestnut emote. You know what I mean? Oh God, sorry, my internet's dying. It's so bad. Oh God, you may encounter some interruptions to your service. I know why. Let me turn this off. Just give me a second. I have to turn this off. 1 second. The system is reconnecting. Attempting to reconnect, attempt 4. Okay, at some point I have to press the button to stop it. It's gonna take a while. Okay, attempting to reconnect, still disconnected. Okay, I'm gonna stop this, stop the thing, and reconnect manually. Could not. Okay, I need to restart the whole thing again. Okay, we're back. Can you hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. Look into the mouth and let me know if you hear the words exiting from the mouth. I should know. Okay. Here. I should turn this mouth into a VTuber model. You know what I mean? I should do this as like a shitty VTuber model. Not as a joke against VTubers. I just think it'd be funny if this specifically was a VTuber model. Because there's nothing stopping me from just making this into like a live 2D model of some kind. Even though it would be horrifying in some way. And it'd be even funnier because like, you know what it is? Is there? How come no one does this? How come there's no VTuber model that has? Because you know how like there's like an idle animation for your model, right? I've never seen one where they idle into the Ahega face ever. They've never done that, which is funny to me because I feel like that would be a hit, right? Anyways, you might see that we might have some service interruptions today. I tried to start earlier because that's ideally why I like to start early because no one's home, and so I'm the only one on the internet because this apparently like for some reason I've been trying to fix the internet too. There's been a lot of things I've been up to, okay, but all of this to say that nothing has been easy, and I'm at the mercy of people killing the internet by constantly unplugging and replugging the wires, and I don't really know why. There's nothing I can really do. It's just what they do, and so we have to deal with it. Okay. Hopefully it's stable enough for long term, but I have a feeling it won't be because fuck, it's still happening. Sorry, just give me a second. I need to like, I think I need to like turn off everyone's system. I think I need to disconnect every single person because it's fucked up that like I'm the only one who's nice about how much power that I use from the system. I'm the only one. Everybody else. This is not my wife and stuff. This is I'm currently with like family because you know it's the holidays and stuff. They're really bad at managing the system. I'm okay. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, you should have noticed. It should have gotten much more stable. Sorry, hello chat. Hello, sorry that took a while. It should have gotten much more stable. I changed some settings and then I went upstairs to check if this. Oh shit! Sorry, the music's so loud. Oh god. I changed some settings and I went upstairs to check if the settings broke anything, but it seems like everything's good. I had to change the priority on some things because it's actually kind of crazy. You know what's crazy? You know the one thing that I miss about DVDs and Blu-rays that I've been thinking about? I miss when they didn't have to buffer. Or that they didn't have to like take up all your bandwidth. Hey, also Chad, we were just talking about your question and how interesting it was. And how your question reminded me of how painful state management stuff is. I don't even know what topic I was on before, so I'll just sort of continue with the plan that I had originally. Which is to say, we're in a very strange timeline, and we have some cool things that we're doing today. One, we're doing the accountability circle. There was a question posed there as well as some other things that were posed. We're also going to be doing something where we try to ruin Christmas. It's a thing that I planned and I set up last night, so hopefully it does work. I'm hoping that the save doesn't blow up in my face. I don't know how successful it's going to be because I randomly got this thing for free, so I have no clue if it's going to work. But we're going to see if it's possible to have fun with this one. But first, we're going to do the accountability circle. As well, I have an update. So I'm pretty sure Christmas we're not doing anything this year, but New Year's I'm pretty sure we're doing something. So for the accountability circle, I'll announce it more as well. Please do keep your ideas on what you want to do next. Think about them long term, because I think the next time we set goals is going to be during the New Year. Oh god, it's happening again. Fuck, I gotta like... There has to be a way. I should just pay for my own internet connection and just have it routed to my, specifically to my place. But I'm only here for maybe another couple months. Maybe. I'm hoping. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, all this to say, please save your technical questions until later, because we're going to answer them when we move on to the next spot. And again, I'm sorry for any service connection problems. It's just the way that it is. I don't really know what to do. Actually, maybe before we move on, I'm going to reset my router really, really quickly. Okay, chat? I'll be right back. I'm going to reset the router and see if it fixes things. And this will make me disappear for a bit. Enjoy the elevator music. Testing. Hello. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. I'm pretty sure there's an IoT botnet or something running on my network. So what I like to do sometimes is I always have this paranoia that like when the network gets slow, I'll just reset it and then I'll see what connects back to it, right? And I count all the devices and I'm like, okay, this is the number of devices that should be here. Except this time, there's like a handful more devices that I've never seen before right now connected to the system. It's either people have unveiled their presence early, which I don't think is going to happen because we don't do presents in my family, or there's an IoT botnet, 6.7, thank you, 6.7, happening currently on my network, which is kind of funny because I could be the source of like the Cloudflare. No, the Cloudflare outage was because of it was their own problem, but I could be the source. I could be the reason why someone's say like Minecraft server. I don't know. It's like currently going down. But sorry about that. Should be more stable now. I had to like it's really weird when like certain devices connect to the network and they start to like die out. And I've also noticed that like my ISP, like for some reason the router that they mandate us to use does not work very well. It's actually a very shitty router that I hate. But welcome. it seems like the boxers haven't saved everything. I actually forgot to talk about this. Did you see the boxing thing? Actually, it was actually kind of crazy to see that like both Jake Paul and Andrew Tate got knocked out. It really does feel like, and it's all the memes about it are pretty funny because it's like it's the end of the year and people are saying that the world is healing and that the like timeline is slowly changing. Chat, I kind of can't wait to see what happens in 2026. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the accountability circle. It should be stable now, at least for the next like hour or two. If those things connect back, I don't know what to do, and I'll probably have to like find where those devices are hiding. It's just something weird about these random devices. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's this Wi-Fi camera thing that we installed at some point earlier in the year that's just going errant because that thing has never been updated once. And I actually did like see it's making connections to random servers once, and I was like, okay, this is probably bad at some point. But we'll see how it goes. We're gonna move right into the accountability circle, because we don't have much time and there's a lot of things to do with the accountability circle, and there's a lot of things to talk about because the accountability circle has a lot of tie-ins with the 2026 celebrations. Because again, 2026 we will probably be doing a New Year's stream because I don't do anything on New Year's specifically. We won't have one for Christmas because I'll be gone for Christmas, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, because the accountability circles has also been dying down because of something interesting that I predicted but also didn't really predict. What we're going to be doing now is something very different. We're going to be moving on to games now, okay? A lot of games. Well, actually, just one game. One very particular game that I tried to do before that I couldn't do last time. We're going to ruin Christmas. I'll be right back, though, because I need, like, a drink of water. I've been talking so much, and we've been doing so many different things. And I actually thought too much. Like, I was thinking too much about the code and stuff that my brain hurts. So I'll be right back. Give me, like, 2 minutes to get some more coffee, okay? I'll be right back in just a moment. 3 minutes coffee, because programming depleted my mind. Also, there's a new emote called Cumge or something. It's like it's called Cumge or something. I don't know, Cumge? No, glue time. You can stack it on top of any emote. So if you do like ass, if you do diva ass and then you do glue time, you can combine the two such that there's glue all over the ass. BRB. Hello? Testing. Okay, I'm back on the microphone. Hopefully that worked. Thanks for showing up, everyone. Merry Christmas to everybody, and hopefully you had a good time today. And honestly, like just have a great that time and all day. We'll be back tomorrow, actually. So we're not like done streaming. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing some more stuff tomorrow. I have some ideas of what I want to do for tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. But this was fun, and I hope that you had fun too. I'm sorry to whoever showed up in the chat last time. I couldn't really respond very well, just because like it's something that it's difficult in like VR. Is like how do you check out chat while also keeping conversation going? I'll get better at it. But that was fun. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great Christmas celebration. Okay, please spend your Christmas well. Spend time with your loved ones and just hang out. You know, if you have no one, that's why I stream today. Not because I have no one, but because I do all of my holiday celebration early. So, but good night. Thank you to our co-host Agne, and thank you, chat, for joining as well. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Have a great Christmas. And is there even anyone that we know streaming, or is everyone gone? I might be the only insane person. Well, not the insane, but like my family might be the only family in like most of the world that like does Christmas early. Okay, yeah. So there's someone else. Bye, everyone. Have a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.